Hey, what's up, everybody? Rod J back again. What is going on? Decided to do a little bit of a live beer stream tonight as it is the night before Thanksgiving. So that means a little bit of drinking, a little bit of enjoying some of the good stuff, so to speak. And let me go ahead and get everything all set up here. Hopefully, you guys are off to a good start on this Wednesday evening. Don't know if you're out or about. Maybe you're in with the fam, doing some different things there. But I'm going to actually check out another stout tonight. And this is going to be the Every Time Buche de Noel Stout. And this actually comes from Campanology Brewing out of Waunakee, Wisconsin. I've only had one other beer from this brewery, and that was actually the Harmony Foretold, which was a cucumber wheat ale. And I actually enjoyed that one. I thought it was a pretty decent beer. This one is a stout brewed with coffee and cocoa nibs. Comes in at 8% ABV. Nice 22-ounce bottle to sit here and enjoy. And the one thing I don't see on here, though, is a date. So I wish they had the date on this so that you would kind of have an idea. But it being an 8% ABV, it's definitely a solid beer to actually still check out. And I'm sure it'll be fine. I can't remember when I picked this up. I know it was just a few months ago, so nothing to worry there. Hey, what's happening, Erie? Cheers. Good evening to you and happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you're going to have a nice feast tomorrow or some good quality time, so to speak. I don't know if you're cooking tonight, Erie, or if you're going to be just waiting to enjoy stuff tomorrow, but we're actually going to go out to dinner, which is nice because there's nothing to clean up afterwards and can just kick back and relax. So for this beer, I'm actually going to use the Afro Beer Chick glass. Shout out to my girl up there in Chicago, Afro Beer Chick, doing the thing, laying stuff down on the beer. On the bottle, it doesn't really give much more detail than what I already mentioned, so let's go ahead and get this one open here. There's a little bit of cannon smoke coming out of the beer. Nice little pour there. You said nope, just joining the pairs for sure. That's all right too. I'm sure the kids keep you busy enough. You probably just want to relax as easy as possible. Try to see where I can get that there so you can see that in the background on the beer. But a nice dark stout. I didn't realize this glass was a little smudgy on there until I saw it in the camera there. But it came out nice finger of stout. Nice tan head on the beer. Nice dark color beer. No tints really around the bottom, so pretty much a jet black color. Nice aroma. You really feel the cocoa coming out. It's got a little bit of a spice type feel to it. A little bit of a richness in there. Definitely can tell it's going to be like another dessert type beer. You get a nice feel of coffee, that nice coffee ground type aroma, as if you were somewhere where they were grinding the coffee beans into the coffee. Had a nice little smell taking place. A little bit of a chocolate, a little bit of a undertone of the caramel. A nice smelling beer. Let's get the taste. It's got a nice smoothness to it. Really feel that sweetness on the tongue. A nice feel of caramel. Really lays on the tongue nicely. Nice after effect of the flavor. Picking up a little bit of a coffee type bitterness. but the coffee ground feel comes through. That's right, Erie. Coffee, speaking your language. You get some of these stouts, you get that nice coffee feel to them. Hey, Paul, what's happening? Cheers, brother. Enjoy your holiday week also. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the girls. And I don't know what you guys are planning to do with more of the fam or if you're going to be handling stuff there, but happy Thanksgiving, brother. It's very smooth. It's not very thin, which I like. It's got a little bit of a body to it. Nice medium to full body, but not overly done. As you let it sit here, the more the tones come in, again, from that cocoa, from the chocolate. That nice richness of the beer comes through. A little bit of a decadent type feel. The problem with some of these beers, if it is a problem, so to speak, they're just so much like dessert in the glass. It's just like, you know, you don't want to drink a lot of these because you can just feel the calories adding up, but they are so damn delicious. Mostly working every day, sadly, but it is what it is. Yeah, well, hopefully if you're working tomorrow, you're getting that time and a half at least, make it a little bit worth it, but we all gotta do what we gotta do. I actually got out early today, which was nice. So I took care of some other stuff, which is why I'm only drinking right now. I should have been doing live streams earlier today, but again, too much stuff to do and I didn't get a chance to do it. I'm going through revamping some stuff here on the YouTube channel right now. I was doing that earlier. And now I try to kick back. Got the West Virginia game for basketball coming on here at 8:30, so I'll be checking out some of that too. Pop around, see who else might be streaming tonight. I thought about doing a YouTube hangout, but the thing is now with StreamYard, they're going to be capping it here with the 20 hours. So I got to be careful how many of those I want to use because I figure when we do the Beer Flow show, we're usually about 2.5 hours. So, you know, you do 4 of those a month, you're at 10 already. So it only gives you like 10 that you can actually mess around with. And sometimes the hangouts can easily go for a few hours. So not sure how often I'll actually do those going forward. If I do them, it might be like once every couple weeks or something like that, just because of the hour count. So you might see me doing a lot more of the solo stuff like right now. But as more with this beer, there's almost a slight type of feel of like a fudge brownie, so to speak. If you were drinking this and you were to close your eyes and enjoy the flavor, I can picture like a fudge brownie with a deep, dark chocolate feel to it. That's how much of a dessert beer this one actually is. I mean, if Wilford Brimley jumped out of the bottle and said diabetes, it wouldn't surprise me. It's just, you got so much sweetness taking place on this beer. But it is good. It is damn good. And for me, I enjoy a lot of stouts and definitely enjoying this one. Got a lot more stouts that are actually moving to that pastry dessert type feel. I like the traditional stouts as well, but these ones do win you over. Yeah, right? Make everyone else start a hangout and use up their time. Yeah, could do that. And then the thing is, all the watch time goes to their channel as well. So, and depending, like say for instance with Alan on his stuff, depending how much he may split it out if he's going to use like the base version like I do with StreamYard. Because, you know, we do the football show on Tuesday night, which is usually, a couple hours or so. And then he has the other shows he's actually doing in there. So he's going to start monitoring what he wants to do there as well. Unless he wants to go to the next level. I feel like I don't really want to pay for the next level of StreamYard. I don't see much of a benefit of paying for it. And people that I know that have paid for it don't see much of a benefit from what they're saying. So Google was supposed to come out with something. They may have, kicked the idea down the road now, and they might not be doing it. Where they were supposed to do something to replace Google Hangouts, and they haven't done that. I got a feeling other companies are going to start popping up at some point here, though. I know you can do it with Zoom. I don't know if Zoom has any base criteria, but when I went on Daddy Porter's show, he uses Zoom for their stuff. And there's another one I believe someone mentioned the other night too. So there's some other formats out there. Let me see here. Hey, what's happening, Beer Hound? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Nice video earlier with the Stone Enjoy by 1-1 video you did. Yeah, that part does suck, Erie. It's unlimited if you do pay. I think if you pay for either the premium or the service above the premium, I think it's unlimited. It's just a free one that's being capped for 20 hours. But it's almost like you felt like they were going to do something at some point to capitalize on it. Otherwise, people would just stay free on the free StreamYard. So they're trying to get people positioned over to start paying for it at some point. What's happening, Alan? Cheers, buddy. Happy Thanksgiving. Just here talking to your better half. And we were talking about the StreamYard situation as well, which Alan did say, yes, unlimited if you pay for it. So I don't know. I don't feel like you're getting a lot to really pay for what they're offering right now. We'll see how they evolve with StreamYard, if they make it actually worth it to pay for that part of it. But right now, it's kind of like, why do it? So at least that's my take. That is true. Have to make some dollars. Yeah, it's end of the day, it's a business, and no one knows that more than Silicon Valley. You know, they are raking in some big money out there. So yes, gobble gobble. So what are you all drinking tonight? Beer Hound, are you drinking anything right now? I know you had the Stone earlier. Alan, are you drinking anything? Erie was drinking coffee last time I asked her what she was drinking now. I almost bought a wine to do a wine tonight because I was asking about doing wine on the channel. I don't know how to really get the wine aspect of it though, because I got it more focused on beer. I've done it with some of the whiskeys, but that's different because before you make it whiskey, it's already beer that becomes a whiskey. A little bit more of an easier jump. Right, I think she likes you more than she likes me. She could have at least told me you were live. Done editing and missing out. I thought she probably did. I thought you were just tied up. I figured she did tell you. So you guys are in the same house right now, right? And Beer House said cheers back to Alan. You're drinking Pepsi. All right. Yeah, she's probably drinking coffee again. So, yeah, when I talked about the coffee of the Stout, I think she perked up a little bit. Hey, what's up, Alex? Cheers, brother. Appreciate you as well. And happy Thanksgiving. What are you drinking tonight, Alex? Are you drinking anything right now? Are you getting into any type of beer? On number 3 of that 6-pack of Stone Enjoy by is so killer. Yeah. I've had the Enjoy by a few times in the past, and it is really good brew. And as I mentioned when I did the Woo Stout video, for a while I stopped drinking some of the Stone stuff because I felt like they were kind of not really putting out a lot of stuff, or they were kind of just sitting on their laurels and not really pushing things. And they started to come back with some stuff. So that Woo Stout was really good. I know that's a good series. The one I used to really love from Stone was their Mocha IPA, and they stopped making it. I thought that one was really solid, but it was kind of more suited for a unique drinker maybe, because it was a kind of a combo between the IPA and the Stout, so you'd really enjoy both of them. But the Czechoslovakia is another good one for Stone. I do enjoy that there. So that Woo Stout, I'll give them some more looks to see what else they got coming out for sure. And then Alex, you said you'll be drinking beer tomorrow. Just got it today. Well, today is today. You could have a little bit today. LOL. Now more like in your cave and never know when you're on video or what anymore. Wow. You know, I gotta say, Al, my wife says the same thing sometimes. But you know, you get on here, you're doing stuff. If you want to run the channel the way you want to run it, it does take a lot. That's like talked about yesterday on the video. It's kind of like when you got to be your own producer, your own director, your own editor, your own on-screen thing. I mean, all that stuff does take some time, and you do find yourself buried at points. But you always have to make time for the family life in there as well. You got to try to find that balance. Okay, yeah, send me a picture on Instagram, Alex. I'll check it out there. Hopefully you guys will be having a big feast tomorrow, Alex, with the family. And Alex said, "You're true enough." So yeah, there you go. We all know. We all know. So is anybody looking for anything special tomorrow for their Thanksgiving meal? What is your favorite dish to be served? I asked this the other night, but always curious if people have a special dish they're looking to receive. And the way the channel's going right now, I'm doing research as well, trying to do videos. Right, so then you're doing that as well. Hey, what's happening, Michelle? Cheers. And I did message you earlier, Al, and I thought that might be a video you might want to look at that you can do a reaction to as well. Was another with the Tesla and the truck, the Ford F-150. So just saw it. I thought of you. I thought I'd shoot it over to you. But you're on the right pace and the right path for sure. I mean, the way you're going, you probably have 1,000 by like the next couple weeks at least. I do need to catch up on your music reaction videos though. Barbecue turkey and dressing. Yeah, so you mentioned the barbecue turkey when we were talking the other day. So are you making a barbecue turkey, or is Erie making a turkey, or how do you guys do the cooking duties? Do you guys do it together, or does one like do more? Bacon wrapped sardines. I've never heard of bacon wrapped sardines. I've had bacon wrapped jalapenos, and those are really good. Yeah, the tug of war. I'm going to do that tonight. There you go. The parade. Okay. Are you talking about the Macy's parade that comes on in the morning? Because they may not be flying the balloons, because it might be too windy, so it'll be kind of interesting. I mean, people will still march and everything, but people like to see the big balloons as well. That's right, Michelle, you're about to go to Disneyland. Almost done packing for the trip. It's odd to stumble into something and being told that you can speak for all the truck people out here. Yeah, that's awesome. People are relating to it and they're giving you respect and props. That's what it's about, so that's a great thing. Oh, her dad's making the barbecue turkey. All right. I don't think I've ever had like barbecue turkey. Alex said, just send me a picture on Instagram of the beers. Let me know if you've ever heard of it. Let me take a look on my Instagram. Hope not. I love watching it. Yeah, I don't watch the parades as much. Occasionally you flip through it or whatever, but the last time they did it with the high winds was back in the 90s. I don't know if you ever saw that, but that's the time that the Barney balloon ended up getting popped or whatever. And I guess it was a whole big thing because like kids were like upset because Barney was destroyed. So that made it kind of crazy. What's Your Mama Lager? Beach House Brewery. No, I haven't seen this one before, Alex. So they must be out of New Jersey as well. It's a neat looking can. Got a little squirrel on the logo. Hey, what's happening, Swami? Just chilling, as he says, up road of clothes. And Michelle worked 7 a.m. to noon today. Well, it was a short day at least, only 5 hours, so that's good. Do I like the Cybertruck? I haven't made my mind up on it. It's kind of a weird looking vehicle to me still. It's kind of like a Terminator outtake or something in my mind. It has some neat features to it though. If you want to see more about it, you should check out the videos the Eclectic Beard has been putting up, because he's really been breaking it down as well. I don't know, it's kind of weird futuristic type look to it, but it is interesting, and Elon Musk has done some good things with Tesla for sure. We know that. Yeah, Michelle says, I remember the Barney balloon game pop stuff. She was born in the 90s. Yeah. Yeah, when it got popped, it was not a good thing. And I guess it can be kind of dangerous as well. However they may pop and land on people or whatever it may be. Looking forward to it. Yeah, looking forward to trying it, and hopefully you'll do a review on it, Alex, so we can see what it all tastes like for you. Which I am going to try to catch up on reviews on people's videos. Get some time tomorrow, try to do some stuff. Although, tomorrow, unless I decide later on tonight, I will be watching The Irishman, which is now on Netflix. I've been waiting for it to come out, and it is now available. I was told that I have to stay 500 yards from all large balloons long. Knowing you, Swami, you probably do. And schools. Thanks, Michelle. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was actually windy here today, so I actually wore the sweatshirt for the first time. And that baby was nice and comfortable and warm. It's pretty good fabric, so glad I got that one done as well. Hey, cheers, Brandon. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well, my friend. Craft Beer Pours chiming in. Let's see. Elon Musk is better at designing, Swami said. And Beerhouse said some chick got put into a coma when Barney popped. Oh, so something did happen to someone then, too. So that was the other bad part of it then. Michelle says hello to Brandon. Craft Beer Pours. And Alan said the building features of the base model and what you would have to build into a base like the F-150 when factoring gas versus charging everything is hands down the best value proposition. So you're getting your money out of it then versus going like a Ford F-150. Yeah, speaking of cars, I'll probably have to get a car here in a few months or so. I'm trying to decide what I might want to get. I really would like to get like a Challenger again, but I can't go with Dodges anymore because the last two I had, once they hit 100,000 miles, both of them had just had like problems with the transmissions. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, Rajay, and talk to you later. Yeah, Alex, you too, my friend. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your night as well. Maybe start nibbling around the kitchen for some of the Thanksgiving type goodies. When a Cybertruck, it's like a DeLorean truck. Yeah, that's what they said, like a cross with a DeLorean for sure. I said, one more thing, Rod. Hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, my friend, and you as well. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully everybody has a blast there in the family when you guys get together. Hey, what's happening, Blake TV? Happy early Thanksgiving to you as well. Cheers, brother. A lot of people chiming in. Yeah. Enjoy that Thanksgiving and get a little fatter, I guess. So, although I'm kind of limited, I don't have any leftovers because, like I said, we're going out to dinner tomorrow night. So we're going to a restaurant and it's a set meal that they have there. So I'll have to come home and eat other stuff I have around the house if I want leftovers. Get a Honda. What's up, Gilbert? I'm not much of a Honda person. I'm more of a muscle car type person if I can. I got a Mustang now that I gotta get rid of. I mean, it's the 04 GT convertible that I'll probably get rid of at some point, or I'll keep it around just for the spring and summer, drop the top so I can drive it. But I like the Charger, I like the Challenger. Problem is, I didn't like what happened to them after 100,000 miles. I've looked at some of the Camaros out there, but I'm not a huge Camaro type person. I just haven't fully decided yet. I know what I want until the Cybertruck comes out. After doing an electric truck, the Model 3 by Tesla, another great value. Yeah, that one does seem to be a great value too. And then I said, with the angles on the Cybertruck actually make it more aerodynamic than regular trucks, flat lines instead of curves. Man, you have really broken that down. That's good to know as well. And then Blake says, I know them too. And Erie says, what's happening, Blake? And Blake says to Alan and Erie, what up, fam? A Kia Stinger. I've never seen a Kia Stinger. Although, back in the day, to say Kia was like Almost like somebody felt like you were insulting them, but they've actually come up in their line. Dream car is an 86 Monte Carlo. See, we're doing dream cars. If I can go back and get the car I really want to get, it would actually be the Grand National. I always wanted a Grand National. And by the time I was old enough to go get one, they got rid of them. That was always my favorite car. Waiting for a video to upload Blake TV. Never had problems with a Honda, and parts are cheap as chips. Yeah, the Hondas, I want to say Honda or Toyotas, or even those Subarus in there, you never seem to have problems with those cars, and they last for a good amount of time as well. So those are nice ones to actually dig, and they'll be with you for a good period. 68 Camaro would be nice as well. Yeah. Now, if it was something like one of the old school Chargers, I would be down with that as well. I mean, all of us that kind of know the cars, they used to make cars a lot better back in the day than they kind of make now. There's definitely shortcuts that are taken. But if you get one of those quality cars from back then, it'd be awesome. One of the guys in my gym, he actually has a Grand National that he bought from an old lady years ago. Only has 20,000 original miles on it, I believe. He keeps it in mint condition. He only drives like maybe a couple times a year or so. Baby is sweet. Hey, what's happening, mister? It's been a while. Cheers, my friend. Happy Thanksgiving. Says V8 Dodge Chargers are good. The V6 engine stopped working while you're driving down the street. Yeah. See, I had the 2006 Charger RT, so I had the Hemi in it. And it's just started having issues after getting over 100,000. And I used to have the old Dodge Avenger when it first came out. That did the same thing. So just kind of a little bit leery on those. If I was leasing a car, then I'd lease it for 3 years. I wouldn't have any problem at all because I'd get rid of it after like 36,000 miles. 1970 Buick Old Stage 1 455. Fall to the floor. Yeah, that would be a solid one to actually have too. That's a nice old school one. Dream car. What's up, Bearded Picker? 1963 Volkswagen Bus 23 window. It's amazing how many people, like, I guess, are into trying to get the old Volkswagens or restore the old Volkswagens. One of my shows I kind of watch, like, is American Pickers, and they're always like finding Volkswagens out there and talk about the popularity of them. And that little Miss Sunshine, they had a Volkswagen. I thought that was pretty funny. Gilbert said, Oshawa built 409 in Palace, son, for the dream car. Mr. said, after 200,000 kilometers. And Blake says, nice at Beer Hounds review. Cheers, boss. And then Beer said, back to Blake, cheers. And then Alan says, cheers to Bearded Picker. And Mr. said, I meant to say, after the 200,000 KMs. And Buick Skylark 454 engine, 1973. Wow, yeah. Those were some big cars, too, back then. We were in a different time back then. If you were growing up, like, seatbelt, who needs a seatbelt? You'd ride 3 people in the front seat. I don't know why you had 3 people in the front seat when you had a whole back seat, but the 3 people ride in the front seat. Inevitably, someone didn't want to sit in the back, so you'd be like, move over, and all 3 of you be in the front seat. We used to ride on the front of the cars and in the back of pickup trucks. All kinds of stuff you can't do nowadays. Yeah, the old 409 are mean engines, yeah. And my dad had a 1967 Carmen Gia convertible. It was badass. Woo-wee! Bet it was. Yeah, back when I was in high school, my mom had a Cutlass Supreme that had a pretty good engine in it. We used to race those out in Willingboro, New Jersey, which the city of Willingboro are spots where it's like almost like a drag strip. Like every quarter mile, there's like a light or something. So at nighttime, when there's like nobody out there, you're coming back from a party or going to a party like that, you see someone out there, you just like race on these little strips, which is pretty cool. Probably a little reckless now that I think about it, but it was pretty cool back then. This is some 1990s porn music. Well, who would know 1990s porn better than you, Swami? Who would know it better than you? Oh, thanks, Blake. I appreciate that, my friend. Likes are always welcomed. At any moment, you're going to see Ron Jeremy and Jenna Jameson pop out. My father used to make me cry with his 69 Roadrunner 383 roller motor fishtailing for days, LOL. Yeah. Roadrunners were some sweet rides, too. Those are really sweet rides. So what other plans do people have for Thanksgiving tomorrow? Anybody like the, what is it, the sweet potato or the yams that have the marshmallows in them? I used to never like those when I was younger. As I got older, that was one of the Thanksgiving things I ended up liking after a period of time. Which is always funny when you find out something you like later on and you didn't eat it those other years, and you're like, why didn't anybody tell me? I didn't know these were that good. Why didn't anybody tell me? And then people are like, we tried to have you eat that for years. It's like, shut up. Man, you Yanks love Turkey Day. It's a holiday there. But wait a minute, you guys have Thanksgiving now in Canada, which I still don't understand, Swami, how you guys have Thanksgiving when the Pilgrims didn't even land in Canada. All right. First car was a 1973 LTD 2-door with 429. That boat would fly. Yeah. Blake getting half away from the fam. So I told my wife earlier, I was like, today's like one of the bigger drinking days in the country. It's usually between the night before Thanksgiving and like St. Patty's Day. You would think it'd be New Year's, but actually the other 2 days have been said to be more actually consumed. As you say, well, why would like the night before Thanksgiving? Like family, it's the family. People have to prepare themselves for family, for different situations. It can be stressful for a lot of people. Listening to my cassette tapes, drinking beer, snapping a radish. LOL. I was like, yes, that is amazing. Canadians don't care about Thanksgiving. I don't know if you care about it. I just know you guys have Thanksgiving. I found out it a couple years ago talking to some of the Canadian guys, and I didn't even know you guys really had it up there. Alan says, love the sweet potato. Yeah, it's like, first time I had it, I was like, I love marshmallows. I didn't know it made that much difference in here, so now I kind of look forward to it when I have it at spots. Doing the tree tomorrow. Whoa. Don't you have to wait to do the tree after Thanksgiving? Doing it on Thanksgiving is kind of cheating, right? You should do it like Friday after the holiday. Can't do the green bean casserole. I can do green bean casserole. Sometimes it depends who makes the green bean casserole, though. Like, some green bean casserole, not all of them are equal, so some of them you just don't want to mess with. It's kind of like people that make potato salad for the picnics. Like, who made the potato salad? And some people don't know how to really make potato salad the way it should be made. Aries, that's all I'm making tomorrow. Alan, didn't I tell you? LAO. Alan, you're getting a big dish of green bean casserole, son. We always had Thanksgiving. We just do it right before Halloween because well, I didn't know how long you guys had it. I just found out about it a couple years ago, not really realizing you guys celebrate Thanksgiving. And then Mr. said, yeah, last month in Canada. That was the area. I'm sure that's a restaurant open somewhere tomorrow. Yeah. You're going to be in there in Golden Corral with the chocolate fountain, Alan. We have it earlier because it's colder earlier. And then we finally got Miami Vice this year in Canada. We should get Game of Thrones by 2045. Our kids will never let us wait that long. We're going all different this year with the tree. Alan will have to show y'all when it's finished. All right. It says, oh, Bubba, her and her family put the radio on the Christmas music on the radio the day after Halloween. Oh, it's one of those, like, right into the spirit. Okay. Let me see here. And then, I don't know why. I gotta hit the thing on Blake's. I don't know why I got blocked there. I love Thanksgiving. We are so happy to be alive and thankful. Then the next day, Black Friday, we kick everyone's ass to get a deal at Walmart. It gets crazy on Black Friday. Well, here's the thing about Walmart. I don't know if you guys saw or not. There was an article that came out earlier today. Apparently, at Walmart, they're not paying their employees time and a half on Black Friday to work. They're going to give them discounts on the merchandise if they want to buy merchandise. I think that's kind of shitty that they're not giving their employees time and a half to come in there and work during basically a holiday type day. But that's my opinion. But I don't shop at Walmart because I have other disagreements on how they run their business. And Alan agreed with Blake, saying that's the damn truth. No lie, Blake. Gary said, yeah. And then Swami said, cheers, Blake. And then Blake TV with the smiley face. And hopefully you guys, if you don't know each other, hopefully you guys are checking out the other channels. A lot of good people here. I would definitely say connect with everyone. Hit the 3 dots next to the name. You can see their channel and go right there, hit the sub button. Gilbert's Igloo is holding up well so far this year. Walmart stopped holiday pay. Yeah, so I think it screws the employees there. I think it's shitty on Walmart's part. Well, you get to get that $60 game for $25. Just too good to pass up. Well, you can get that without going to Walmart. Everybody puts stuff on sale now with the different deals. I just don't go to Walmart. I mean, I don't know. I say I don't go. I have to if it's an emergency and there's no other way around it. I'll go. Like if I have something where I need to get a car battery or something for the car, and it's a day I can't get anywhere else, and Walmart's the only one open, then that's something I would go there for. Or when I go to get contacts because of our insurance, the doctor I use is based in the Walmart, and I'll go for that. But most of the time, I don't even touch Walmart. And Blake says, boo Walmart. Yeah. Thanks, Blake. Appreciate that. And then Gilbert said, I don't shop Walmart. I customer glaze. Now, if you go to Walmart to watch the customers, you'll see some interesting stuff at times. Blake TV is my ugly brother. I never knew I had, so know him. I think I subbed to everyone else. There you go. And then Alan, you were first in line and still didn't get the game. Oh, let me see here. Oh, thanks, Blake. He said, Rajay, one of the best souls I know. Woo pig suey, right? Yeah. And Swami says there, I subbed to Blake. I have high expectations of your content. Alan says, that's because I damn near get trampled and said, F that noise. Then you report your man cards that you're not cut out for it, son. I've never once went to a Black Friday event at all. I don't know. It's one, it brings out the worst in people, but two, it's kind of like nothing is that much that I would want to be in the middle of all that. And now, because you have everything online, you know, even though Amazon is another type of devil, you can go online and just do it that way and just get sent to your house, and they're cutting deals as well. Or you can go to Best Buy online, or you can go to some of these other stores, Target or whatever online. All these other places that have stuff, because they already got the deals going now anyway. I get my BCAA at Walmart. I go to Walmart for the popcorn, not. And Swami says, you're going to regret it, Blake, LOL. Yeah, so I mean, I got a lot of friends that go to Walmart. I mean, again, it's more of a philosophy type thing, you know. Oh, Blake says, Malta, negative, much love. So, Blake, what are you drinking tonight? Are you drinking vodka and water? Swami, what are you drinking? I know you got some fine whiskey you're probably drinking, unless you mix it up and are drinking some beer tonight, too. And then Mr. or anybody else, what are you guys drinking out there? Or maybe you guys are taking it easy, saving it all up for tomorrow. We lose power, we're screwed. Are you guys out there with weather right now, Beerhound, where you might lose power? We've got people out of power here in Cincinnati because of the high winds. I don't know if you guys were watching the news earlier tonight, but across the country, there's like 2 big storms taking place. We're in the midst of one here. It was mainly high winds, but people have lost power like all day. The day before Thanksgiving, and they can't cook their dinner. A little bit crazy. People were freaking out. You want bad to go to Walmart in Joplin, Missouri. Erie says, shoot, we are a small town. All we have is Walmart and Dollar Generals every 2 miles. Now, we have the Dollar Generals are popping up like crazy. So we have them here, too. And then Blake said, yep, vodka in the water. Swami not drinking. What? Who are you? Who are you right now? Only way to cope with my fam, bro, Blake said. And Walter says, I think he said I am. And then Beerhound said it's raining here. No, see, yeah, so you guys, that's right. You got the rain out there. We got the winds. And then parts of the north have this snow and stuff taking place. So it is definitely kind of crazy. Hey, what's happening? You do it. Yo, thank you. Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to yourself, my friend. Another channel. If you guys haven't checked out You Do It, then definitely check him out as well. Erie says, Blake, you drink that all the time. You've been prepping for family for weeks now. I think he's been prepping for family for like the whole year. They had a kiosk that sold popcorn at Walmart in Buffalo. They didn't have that in Ontario. And then Blake said, yes, ma'am, talking about the vodka. Swami said he's getting rain up there as well, too. Gilbert said, you dudes South need Canadian Tire stores, nothing but class. Hey, Jeremy, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving, my friend. Thanks for swinging by. Just here kicking it tonight. I spoke earlier about this stout that I'm drinking. This is from Campanology out of Wisconsin. A nice stout done with cocoa nibs and also coffee. And now we're just talking about other things. Mr. said, I'm having a blue macro brew. I've had the Labatt Blue. Actually, our Kroger here, they actually sell Labatt Blue. It's usually right there in stock all the time. Blake TV, amen. Rajay's still prepping. Creepy tire, eh? Says Mister. I forgot to ask the wife to pick up some beer earlier. How do you forget that, Alan? How do you forget to ask the wife to pick up the beer earlier? Like a Boy Scout, you always have to be prepared. Jeremy said, yeah, cheers to me as well, and happy Thanksgiving. Sounds like a great beer. Yeah, it is actually a solid beer. It's only my second beer from this brewery. The one I had before was a cucumber wheat ale from them, which was pretty decent. But I'm digging this one. It's got a nice sweetness to it. It's definitely got a lot of decadence. More of a dessert type beer, more of like a pastry type stout, but it's nice. It's got a good little thing going on with it. And Jeremy says, hello everyone. And Erie says, well, I'm not going out in that tomorrow. So why can't you go now to get beer, Alan? Are you able to get beer at this point, or are your stores kind of closed where you're at, where you can't go out now? You Do It says, I have 4 Cape May Brewing IPAs in the fridge. Going to get one. Nice. Yeah, I'll probably drink a couple more Mad Elf at some point, unless I do another beer review later on again. I'm trying to get through my stash, and not trying to rush through the stash, but trying to work it down. I ended up tonight. I said I wasn't going to buy any more beer in a while, and then I went to the store to Kroger and checked the cooler like I always do, and they had a new beer from Platform that's a limited edition for the season, and they had it on sale. So it was like, I guess I'll go and pick this up. I didn't want to buy any more beer, but I had to buy a 6-pack of that, so I have to drink that now as well at some point. Let me see here. They used to call it Crappy Tire back in the 80s. I might have to make a quick run here in a minute. Yeah, go do like Drewski. Get out on the scooter and run to the store. The beerless Allen. I think Erie is enjoying your pain a little too much. Forgotten beer runs are to cry for. Yeah. Oh man. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, my friend. Hey, what's happening, QT? It's been a while. Cheers. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And Canadian stores close at 2 in order to avoid polar bear raid. You have a way with words, Swami. like, smash. Thank you. Where's the Elvis? Thank you very much. The more I drink this, the more it just reminds me of like a fudge brownie in a glass. Sweet, rich, decadent. I think I've got one Duvel left. Ooh, that's a good one. I've actually, for whatever reason, I've never done a review on it, although it's one of my favorite beers. I have a Golden Draught 9000 in the cellar, and I need to actually drink at some point so I can do a review on it. I don't know why I haven't done it yet, why I haven't pulled it out and drank it, but it was one for the longest time that was my favorite. So, do love the Belgian ales. Mr. says, Rod, do you have a preferred temperature for drinking your beers? And yes, it depends on the style, because different styles will have different temperatures. So right now I'm drinking a stout. So usually the stouts I'll usually drink 50 to 55 in that area. If it's a barley wine, it's around that same way. Porter, I can drink it in there. I might drink a porter around 45 to 50 or a little bit there. The reason being, with those ones, you want to let them open up so you get the aroma and the taste out of it. Your IPAs, I'll usually drink the IPAs at about 40 to 45. Your macro lagers, drink them as cold as you possibly can, like your adjunct lagers, because you don't want them warming up, and the only time they're going to taste good is if they're cold. I'm trying to think of anything else. If I get something like a Schwartz beer or a Rauch beer, that's usually around the 50 range or so as well. A lot of those beers I'll even just pull from the cellar, from how cool my basement is. I can just pull those out and drink them straight from the bottom. I have to refrigerate some of them. So all depends on the style. There's actually a chart that I had at one point. I made to post that on my community tab that shows temperatures to try to as guidelines for different beers. Some of the good breweries out there, what they'll do when they're bottled, they'll also tell you what the preference is temperature-wise. So always look for that too when you buy beer. QT says, like it a lot. Happy Thanksgiving. Glad to see your channel growing. Thanks, brother. I do appreciate it. And yeah, it's still out here, still doing the thing that we're doing, whatever this thing is called. But I can't believe March of next year I'd have been on this channel for 5 years. So it seems like a long time. Swami says, you laugh, Rob, but I haven't been able to walk for a month. What do you mean you haven't been able to walk for a month? And then Malta says, what's up, Richie? Yes, what's up, Richie Z in the house? Good to see you. It's been a while too, my friend. Cheers, brother. You do it, said there's a house around the corner from me that does it like Christmas Vacation. Google Christmas Vacation house. Mickleton, New Jersey, Fox 29. He drives his, oops, let me scroll back up. Drives his kids to school in a station wagon with tree. Oh, that's pretty funny. And then Richie Z says hello to Gilbert. Jeremy says hello to everybody. Blake, hello. First vid is glorious. Happy I sub, talking about Swami's video, so he went to go check you out, Swami. Nice. That's what it's all about. Make sure you guys are mingling with everybody else here in the chat. Check out their channels too. A lot of good creators here putting up stuff. So if you don't know how to do it, you can hit the 3 dots next to their name and it'll allow you to check out their channel as well. You do it, says I'm conflicted tomorrow. Beer or turkey? I can't fit both. Oh, yes, you can. In fact, make it a nice pairing. Have the beer with the turkey. So get yourself. My preference is if you can get like a nice brown ale to go with the turkey. I do like that. I also like a stout can actually work. Believe it or not, I like a saison too to go with something like a Thanksgiving dinner. Did we see here? Oh, I gotta show this. Cutie, I'm drinking 107 degree Buche beer out of a 30 cereal bowl. That'll get you to the emergency room. Oh man. Let's see here. What's up, Blake? Oh man, I don't know if I'm a boss or not. I mean, even though I'm not a Razorback fan, I mean, yeah. I liked them in basketball. I did like them back in the day when they did 40 Minutes of Hell. Thanks, brother. Love you too, brother. And get the turkey drunk, then eat it. Yeah. So what's the other one they do? Don't they do like a beer can turkey or something that some people will make where they put a beer can up the turkey's butt or something? So I think there was videos about that at one point. Blake said, I gotta go cook with my granny and fam who don't drink or smoke. Oh, see, that's when you need to have the edibles, Blake. If you had the edibles, you wouldn't have to worry about it. It'd be no problem at all. You just say, Granny, you don't want that brownie. You don't want that one. Stay strong, Blake, right? Yeah. Better load up before. Yeah, Blake will be in there flipping out like, I need to go take a walk. Rob, what's the distribution like for the Campanology? This one, I think I picked this up when I was at Jungle Gyms. And the other one I picked up was at a place called Depths. They're very far in between. Depths is here in Kentucky. This Jungle Gyms in Ohio. I don't see them a lot in the Cincinnati area, but occasionally they'll pop up here and there. And I just happened to pick this one up to give it a try. So they're actually out of Wisconsin. So I don't know how much they do outside up north around their area, but not a bad one. The two I've had, I've actually liked. Beer butt chicken turkey, right? I think it's called beer can turkey or something, but you put like a beer in there while it cooks or something. I don't know. I never really went to actually try to make one. I just remember seeing them before. Arkansas has no edibles, bro. Another reason not to come here. Red wine vinegar will give you a buzz, Blake. No, that night he said, just kidding. He's gonna have Blake in there doing vinegar. He's gonna be doing like Betty Ford trying to get the NyQuil. Blake will walk in already totaled. Oh, you're welcome, Richie. If you happen to see him, I would definitely say check him out though. To be a brewery doing well in Wisconsin, you got to know what you're doing because they make such good beers out of that state too that, if not, I don't see where you would last that long possibly. So definitely one I would say check out. See, beer can butt chicken is awesome. See, so QT knows. So I have not had it. I just remember them making it. I mentioned in a couple other videos earlier this week here in Kentucky, a lot of people will make the deep fried turkey, which luckily I'm a little surprised. There hasn't been a story on the news about any house that's catching on fire, because usually someone does catch their house on fire because they have the turkey where they deep fry it too close to the house, and usually something happens because usually they put it in the backyard when they deep fry them. So Kentucky's getting smarter. Stands up on a rack and marinades and keeps it moist. Oh, there's that word, moist. Yeah. Which that's funny because I was in our office a couple weeks ago. One of our managers had gotten cookies they brought in. They ended up being cookies from Kroger's. And I was like, these cookies are so moist. And she was like, I hate that word. Like, how is she supposed to describe a cookie if it's moist? I say, you don't want to say it's damp. You don't want to say it's wet. I'm like, Betty Crocker said they were moist and nobody said anything. So what are you supposed to do? Swami says, what do you think of Trader Joe's beers? Why are they so cheap? Like 50 cents for some pretty decent stouts. Well, with Trader Joe's, they get a lot of contract brewing. So they're able to get them brewed for whatever deals they're getting people to brew them under. And they're pretty decent. I mean, they're making kind of, well, some of their beers, I guess, more large batch type processing, so maybe it doesn't cost them as much for some of the ingredients, so that's how they're able to keep some of the costs low. Yeah, you do get some there. You'll get like a 6-pack of some stuff. It'll be $2.49 for a 6-pack, and it'll be a decent beer versus some of the other stuff. Now, those are usually, like I said, like their lagers, something like that and everything. Occasionally, they might have something like the Boatswain Stout or whatever. That one will cost a little bit more. That might be like $4 or $5 for a 6-pack, but it's still a good deal. The thing I like most about Trader Joe's is Trader Joe's allows you to break up packs and buy individually without doing an uptick. So if you see a beer you like and it's a 6-pack, you can break one off. If it's $10, when you go to the register, it's just 10 divided by 6, and they give you that price, which makes it nice. So you can try different beers without being penalized for it. So that's one of the cool things about Trader Joe's. The ones that we have here, the selection is a little smaller than what I would like it to be, but at the same point, I'm not going to complain because they do a lot of the other good stuff with their beers there. But you'll get like their anniversary beers are done by Unibrew, who's a solid brewery, as you guys know, out of Canada, and it's like half the price of what it would cost you to go out and get a Unibrew one. So somehow they're working that magic in how they're doing it, but I'm not going to be the one to complain for sure. Let me see. Measure your oil and thaw your turkey before deep frying. Well, yeah, right. So that's maybe where people mess up sometimes. Blake, just don't let them catch you drinking Granny's Dr. Tichenors. LOL. It is. Swami says, lucky Americans. Cutie, I don't stand much alcohol related. Let me see here. Blake says, if Betty White made cookies and she said was moist, would you eat it? Well, I mean, Betty Crocker would know moist, so I guess she'd have to eat it. Oh, you said Betty White. I thought you said meant Betty Crocker. I don't know about that with Betty White. Tichenors is nasty. I can buy Hamptonals now. Oh, gosh. Let me see here. Alan said at Play TV, Betty White. Kitty said, Rod knows my level of dirty jokes. I'm holding them in. Yeah, so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Blake said Betty White. Maybe he's got a thing for Betty White. Although they said back in the day she was a looker. Oh. Said more I settle into this last finishing out of this beer. It does have a nice little bit of a chewiness factor to it too, which is interesting. Get that once in a while with some of the beers. He done said he likes them old while back ago. Alan, pay attention. I bet Blake was a big fan of Mrs. Garrett on the Facts of Life then. Betty White said, who needs balls? Pick a vagina. Those things take a pound. Oh. I was tagging a video and doing the thumbnail video. Oh. He's going after Betty White money, LOL. Well, she can't be around much longer, I guess. He's trying to secure a spot there. Betty White cookies and powdered milk. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. The cookies, of course, right? I mean, a while back ago, remember the whole Mrs. Robinson story he told? If everyone had niched down, it is you, Rajay. You're on point with beer. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I'll try to keep this on point with beer, but we are definitely getting off on different tangents for sure. I enjoy beer. I enjoy a lot of things about beer. It's like I told my wife, like, we plan our trips of where we want to go each year, and it's like Belgium may have to be the last spot, because I go to Belgium, I might not come back. I might stay there and become a monk, just because they got such the beer on lockdown over there. Cobwebs. Powdered milk, is that still a thing? I don't know. G-rated show, bro. Yes, Thanksgiving, everyone, for sure. Was Betty White on Golden? Yeah, Betty White was on Golden Girls. She was the ditzy one on Golden Girls. And she's actually had a long career doing stuff in acting. Betty White cheese has been aged for 90 years and tastes like diapers. I think you're in Swami's joke book right now, QT. What's up, Ramon? Cheers, beer time. Yes, finishing up on one of the early stouts that I had here. So this one was actually pretty good. Out of Wisconsin, the cheese state. Gonna have to reload and get another beer here in a little bit. Crap, no one told me this was G-rated. Wow. G is for good. Like Fred G. Sanford, there's always a different definition for G. Why take the diaper off when you can just... why did I read that comment, Blake? Why did I read that? Move it to the side. You got to move it. You got to move it. Move it. Oh, man. Guys are crazy. Guys are crazy, man. Crazy. Hell yeah. You drinking anything tonight, Ramon? Anything you're tasting right now? Gee, like God dang, that's effing amazing. Have some beer. Oh, I was thinking about I'm trying to drink maybe some gin or maybe some rum later, because I got that here. I still haven't cracked open. Just poured an IPA called "Oh, You're the Manager" from The Answer here in Richmond. Oh, nice. Blake says we are dreading seeing our fam tomorrow. Forgive us, Roger. Yeah. I ended up moving away, so we're going. Like I said, we're going to dinner tomorrow. So, which fam is fam. You can't pick your fam. Oh, Cutie, you're killing me, son. Once you need a comment like that, you can't unread it, right? Once you look, it's there. It's done. Yeah. Gin, Roger, growing a man bun under that cap. What, you don't like gin, Swami? I got gin, I got whiskey, I got rum, got brandy. I enjoy a nice gin now. Nice barrel-aged gin that I got here. Hashtag P13. Well, guess I've gone on here for about an hour or so. Vodka actually down in the freezer. The wife actually has Grey Goose vodka in the freezer, so I almost picked up some more vodka tonight, but just wasn't feeling the vodka as much for what I wanted to get tonight. Haven't had them in a while, but our Triple Abbeys and Trappist Ales, Belgian, I remember those being so good. Yeah, they're both Belgian styles. The difference between them, I believe to be called an Abbey, it has to actually be made in like a monastery. The Trappist can be made outside the monastery. It's either that or vice versa. I have to look at the information to make sure, but that's the big difference between the two. What's the hardest part of admitting you like gin? Having to learn how to longboard. Gin is a nice, smooth drink. I mean, I don't know why you don't like gin, Swami. I know you're more of a whiskey guy, but James Bond liked gin for his martinis. That was a tasty 22-ounce brew there. Again, this is every time Buche Noel Stout from Campanology. Nice holiday beer look to it. That's why I grabbed it out of the cooler. There you go. If you happen to see it and you like some sweeter type stouts, that's a nice one to actually pick up. Happy Thanksgiving. Awesome chat. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Drink for me, I'll drink for you. Yes, hashtag family matters. I love pulling poon from nursing home. I like the breaks in the wheelchairs. I take out their dentures. Enjoy the mental image. PG-17 Blake. Just playing. Gin is alright. Yeah. The one that I got here is it's actually, I don't know if you've ever seen it before, Swami, because this is something that actually J.O. had recommended when he was down at the Party Source. It's a bourbon barrel gin, Watershed Distillery. So, pretty decent. As you can see, I've already had some out of it. And by some, I mean half the bottle. And got a nice little feel on the gin. So, may drink this here in a little bit. 56% ABV. Barrel strength. So, does the body good. That is a little gin. Gin and tonic. Yeah, I used to drink gin and tonics, but I usually drink that straight up, actually. Gin is great, vodka is cheaper. There you go. Blake, I need some Popeyes and a biscuit. I need a two-piece for Blake, please. Which, I guess people are still going crazy over the Popeye sandwich out there, which I've never had. I never really wanted to go get it anyway, but people were like going crazy here in the States getting that damn sandwich to a point people have gotten killed over it now. So I was like, it's just a damn sandwich. Abbey's outside of Monastery. Trappist is okay, so it was the other way. So yeah. So Abbey outside and then Trappist is in the monastery. If you like Doris Day for the 50s, LOL. Tried gin when I was 11 years old. Haven't tried it since. I drink Jameson mostly. Sometimes Hornitos tequila. Wow, you stuck some gin early at 11. Now, the first liquor that I actually tried, I mentioned this the other night on one of the other streams, was actually Dewar's Scotch. And I was 12 when I snuck that one. So, you beat me by a year. First time I snuck beer, I was like 6. That was back in the day when they had the little Miller High Life, like 8-ounce bottles, and my grandparents would say, go get me a beer from the fridge or whatever. Open it up, you take a sip, and then you give them the bottle. Mix gin and drink whiskey. All right. Cheers. All right, later, Swami. Gotta run, gotta watch The Irishman. Yeah, I'm gonna watch The Irishman tomorrow with the wife. We're gonna sit down and probably watch it at some point. So I'm looking forward to seeing it and Scorsese getting the band back together for that movie. But I am actually going to jump off myself here. Thanks for everybody that tuned into the chat. Really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And I don't know, I may come back later and do another stream, depending, since it's a holiday night. If I do another beer review here in a little bit. May look even, I don't know, like I said, I mentioned the whole StreamYard thing, but if there's some guys around that might want to do a chat, maybe do like a live stream together or something, so I can actually rest and not have to talk the whole time. The first beer that I reviewed was actually the, I think it was the Golden Carolus Noel. If you go back on my channel, that's the first video I put up. And then the second one, I think, was a Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. And Golden Carolus makes some good beers, so definitely say check them out as well. And hopefully, if we don't catch up, everybody have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. And enjoy the fam, enjoy the food, enjoy everything that you can possibly enjoy. And just make it a great day, because hopefully you're not working, and that makes things a little bit better. That being said, I will look forward to catching up with you guys soon. Keep drinking those good craft beers, and remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers, everybody.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better come